Hey everyone, this is Nick from Brutabello and Carillon Audio Blog, back with another patch deconstruction, again on the Deepmind 12. This is a string patch, so let me demonstrate this for you real quick. So, pretty realistic sounding string patch. Let's dive in and see what I did to get this sucker. So, we'll skip over the LFOs, we'll come back to those. For my oscillator 1, I just have the square wave going, and I've got pulse width up to 165, and just a tiny bit of overall pitch modulation so that the pitch wavers just slightly, and that's coming from LFO 1. So oscillator 2, I've got that up just a bit. I've got a little bit of noise happening. LFO 2 is doing the pitch on this one, and that just has ever so slightly one slight pitch modulation. So LFO 1 is just a pretty standard sine wave, slow, vibrato style LFO, whereas LFO 2 is actually a much faster sample and hold. And this has a couple things that it's doing to the sound. I'll get into it here in a second in the mod matrix, but let's look at everything else. So our VCA, everything's kind of set up normal. We have moderate envelope sensitivity from velocity. Pan spread's right in the center. There's no bass boost or anything going on. The filter, my filter's closed down a little bit. It's in two-pole mode. Not a lot of resonance, some, but anything. So the keyboard, again, so the higher notes open up the filter a little bit more. The keyboard tracking is on at full. There's no LFO being applied to the filter at all. Portamento's not really, I didn't adjust much in there. But the main thing is going to be the envelopes and the mod envelope. Now I've done this before, but let me show you what I did here. I've got oscillator 2. This is a unison patch where, when I play a single note, it's playing unison 2, so two notes are playing, or two oscillators are playing. What I've done is the second oscillator is actually playing its oscillator 2 pitch one octave above the first oscillator. So again, we have a pair of oscillators. We have oscillator 1 and 2, and then each note that I play is actually playing a pair of those pairs, so 4 notes total. But what's happening is oscillator 2 in the second copy is playing up an octave. I've got a little bit of pressure going to the filter, so I can open it up just slightly with a little bit of pressure. I have envelope 3 going to mod matrix slot number 4's depth at about 70, and mod matrix block number 4 has the LFO2, which again is a fast sample and hold, going to oscillator 1 and 2's fine pitch. So that's going to just kind of waver that a little bit. And I did this in my trumpet patch. This helps when I have a very, kind of a reasonable attack and decay here. What's going to happen is the pitch is going to waver for a bit and then kind of settle in. So let's bump that up so you can hear it a little bit more. Gets a little kind of wobbly, so we'll dial it back. But that's what's going to happen in a real orchestra. Even a great orchestra, they're still going to attack the note, and it's going to take just a split second to kind of settle into it. Another thing I've got going on, LFO2 is going to the noise level, and this is just adding just a little bit of background noise, but it's not a consistent noise volume. It's I got a sample and hold just turning it on and off slowly over time. I'll bump that up so you can hear. Obviously that's very distracting, so I dialed it way back. But what that's going to do is just add enough inconsistency to help your ear kind of, you know, make it sound less static and less like an analog synth. I've got LFO2 also going to the oscillator pitches, the fine pitch, just consistently. So with envelope 3, you've got a bump where it rises up and then comes back down, so it gets pretty extreme, whereas this is just a much more subtle overall kind of wavering in pitch. And this patch, again, is a Unison patch. So where's my, what am I looking for here? I think it's in here. So my Unison is set to oscillate. I've got oscillator drift happening. I've got a little bit of parameter drift. And then I've got my Unison detune set at 72. So obviously, that's how you can do your fun THX sort of stuff. So besides that, it's a pretty straightforward sort of patch. Again, the envelope is not attacking the filter, so this really has no effect on the filter. So it doesn't matter what this is. It's a pretty static sound when you get orchestras and string sections. And I've got my expression pedal on this patch set up to adjust volume, so it's set for volume in the global section here. And let's look over at effects real quick. I've got just a simple chorus and reverb. The effect is in send mode, so again, it's parallel to the path of the sound. Just adding a little bit of that sheen to it and the realistic sort of reverb. Well, hopefully that gives you a quick look at the things you can do to get kind of a more realistic sounding string section patch. And hopefully you're having fun with your Deepmind. I'm really enjoying mine. I've had it for over a year and still diving in and finding new tricks and things that you can do with it. So hopefully these insights help you and you can do something fun with your synthesis. Anyway, thanks for watching. Again, I'm Nick from Carillon Audio and Bruto Bello. Have a good one. Bye.